with me Richard Insane. Kali ini kita lagi di Pullman Hotel Jakarta untuk Anta launch product in Indonesia. Officially Anta akan buka toko di Indonesia. Jadi tungguin beberapa kejutan dari Anta yang akan teman-teman bisa nikmatin. Dari mulai kolaborasi, bikin event, sampai nanti kita akan lihat siapa aja KOL dari Anta. Saksikan terus Richard Insane with Anta.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Nama saya Richard Insane. You can call me Insane. Senang sekali hari ini kita dapat berkumpul bersama untuk berbagi cerita dan visi Anta dalam membawa semangat baru bagi dunia olahraga, khususnya basket di Indonesia. Good afternoon, all the VIP guests and esteemed media friends. Welcome to the press conference of Anta's official launch in Indonesia. We are excited to be here today to share Anta's vision of bringing fresh energy to Indonesia sport ecosystem. Jakarta, are you ready? Kita rasanya kurang afdol ya kalau kita nggak mengundang senior director Anta Global Development untuk ngomong, ya kan? Jadi pasti teman-teman banyak yang pengen tahu dong apa sih visinya, ya kan? To officially kick off today's session, please welcome Mr. Bensa, Senior Director of Anta Global Development, who will share Anta's global strategy and expansion plans, as well as how the brand continues to strengthen its image on the international scene. Mr. Ben, the stage is yours.
Selamat siang, apa kabar? I'm Uncle Ben. I work for Anta for 10 years. I work for right now Anta International Business Unit. This is my first time in Jakarta. First time in Indonesia. Yesterday I went out. Oh, the traffic is. I saw Beijing's busy. Jakarta is something else. And also, the food is so good. I have satay, and I have nasi goreng, right? Wow, it's so good, but also very spicy, very spicy. Okay, so good afternoon, the distinguished guests, media partners, media friends, and of course, basketball fans, welcome. On behalf of Anta Sports, it is my great pleasure here to welcome you to join this special occasion. The official launch of Anta in Indonesia, celebrate together with our brand ambassador, Professor. For those of you who may be new to our brands, Anta was founded in 1991, 30 years ago. And in these 3 decades, we have grown into a world-leading and one of the biggest sports brands around the globe. And our brand slogan is very simple and powerful. Keep moving. It shows who we are. As a sports brand, it simply means it's not only for the competition, but also as a way of life. So we believe we want to make performance-driven product accessible to athletes and also to daily, everyday sports lovers. With innovation, inclusivity, and the value is the core of everything we do. Today is a very important milestone for Anta globalization. We are here in Indonesia because Indonesia has a very significant position in our globalization strategies. Indonesia is one of the youngest and fast-growing market in Southeast Asia, we all know. And Southeast Asia is already very powerful growth engine for our brand around the world. So that is how significant Indonesia is in our strategy. And of course, passion for the sports, and especially basketball in particular, is our right here. Terima kasih.
Darah saya itu bergejolak ketika Mr. Ben ngomong gini. Ladies and gentlemen, it's only the beginning. Itu kayaknya bakalan besar banget. Mr. Ben, thank you Mr. Ben for the insightful message. From what we heard, Mr. Ben also emphasized Anta's commitment to fostering an inclusive and sustainable basketball community, including through collaboration with world-class athletes and basketball icons. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the legendary, the one and only Grayson Butcher, aka the Professor. Please welcome the Professor. What's the first food you already eat here in Jakarta?
I think I had like an Australian ribeye steak
Australian?
and French fries. Literally very Western of me to do that, but it was good.
Okay, it's such an inspiring movement. And now I would like to invite Mr. Ben also. Mr. Ben also to come on to stage. Okay, Mr. Ben, this is for a question for you.
Yes.
Can you talk about Anta's global strategy and expansion plan?
Okay, that's a very big topic. Globalization right now in Anta is the top priority strategy. One brand, one single focus, multi-brand globalization. And in globalization right now, we have 6 regional markets: North America, Southeast Asia, Middle East and Africa, South America, we have one more, Middle East and Russia, totally 6. And right now, the biggest is Southeast Asia, is where we are here right now. And 2 major, I forgot to mention Europe. In Europe and North America goes to the brand-driven markets. Which we are going to open a brand structure store in LA, Beverly Hills, very soon, September 21st.
Mr. Ben, jadi kenapa dunia tuh butuh Anta? Kita butuh menawarkan produk yang tepat ke orang yang tepat, kata Mr. Ben tadi, dengan harga yang tepat pula. Jadi Anta akan ekspansi besar-besaran, Bapak Ibu. Pasarnya akan banyak anak muda dan pasarnya itu dinamis ya kalau untuk Anta. Okay. Now it's your turn, Professor. First question. What's your first impressions of Jakarta's basketball culture, and how does it compare to other cities you visit?
My first impression of Jakarta's basketball culture came when I first came here. We're gonna go back to 2009. With the LA Lights street ball tournaments. I think they were on national TV, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
When I was here before, and what I noticed is just they had a heart for street ball. Because I think when countries really love basketball, then there's like a street ball culture there too. So that's what I was taken by, is just how they love street ball. So it's somewhere I continue to get booked at, outside of the United States. And then as time rose, I think Jakarta's always like top 10 in my social media analytics. So it just shows they're heavy supporters. And yeah, I think it's progressed a lot too, though. You know, a lot of players getting better, you know, continuing to expand. But then I had no idea what a perfect fit actually is too, because they're really into grassroots. You know, they have the Shock 4 tournaments all throughout Asia, and then those are street ball tournaments, you know, similar to what we've seen take place in Indonesia. And that's been my whole thing. Obviously, I'm like as street ball as it gets, so this is like the street ball brand, and I feel like I can be the bridge to, you know, they've already got their top tier NBA athletes, but I can be the bridge for grassroots. You know what I mean? And kind of represent that on high. And it was just an honor, but even to what he said, product excellence, like the footwear and everything is like top tier. Like a lot of people are signed to brands and they got to get their check, so they just have to say the product's good. They might not truly think it. I was fortunate enough in this situation, like I love the footwear. You know what I mean? I totally agree with product excellence. That's not just a political answer, you know, that's real.
Let's hear something here as well. I think when we first connect with Professor, because he was really a legend and icon for Asian people like me. He was originally a pioneer. So at the beginning when we sell, maybe we can sell to a certain consumer group that they are already in basketball and the passion is still there. That was our original plan. But after we met, there's one time I see him play with very young kids, like Marcus. And he teach that young kids how to do a dribble. And then that young kid watched him on YouTube probably million of times. And the first time we met with him face to face, learned how to do that signature move, like put the ball across the and that kid becomes he's so excited, and he go back, he learned, he practiced like so much, and the second time they met, they kind of accelerated that skill, and we can see the passion of sports through that. So I think professionals not only connect with the street ball consumer, but also the young generation as well. That's the story sharing is Professor.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Brand. Professor, this is for you. What message do you want to share with your audience? And is there any tips on choosing the right shoes for basketball beginners?
I think the message, just aligning with the Anta message, that basketball is for everybody, you know, and like it's not just for the elites, you know, it's for like everybody to take joy into. I think a lot of people meet me, even just on a personal level, and like they feel like they have to be good at basketball or like I won't respect them. But I'm actually always the opposite, you know, like for me, I wasn't accepted by basketball elites as an underdog, you know, coming up in the game. The truth is I got a heart for all levels, you know, all skill levels and all people, and I think that's kind of like what Anta ties into it's all in their DNA, because like with the Shock 4 events, we literally met, I played a bunch of the Shock 4 events, and I literally met people who were from these small towns and communities who got a chance to show their skills at the Shock 4 event, and they ended up making a career, right? Now they have a following and everything, so they're providing opportunities that, you know, other brands are only focused on a professional level, so they're not going to get. So it really ties hand in hand with my personal message too. Is, you know, everybody can take joy in the game, no matter what skill you are, you know, what age, what gender, any of that stuff. So I think that's really cool. My advice for basketball beginners though would just be like, learn to love the game first. I think in today's like social media era, a lot of people want to try like shortcut to the top, or they want to like just get a following, you know, with the game. And really like the people who have longevity and respect and like go the furthest, they really actually just love the craft. You know, for me, like basketball is just my main source of recreation in life, period. Over video games, over hanging out, over, you know, anything that could sidetrack me. So, you know, I would just tell them to fall in love with the game and, you know, dedicate to it. I feel like the game will give you what you give it generally.
Yeah. Your consideration on who you are going to collaborate on your next video.
Yeah, I think when it comes to collaboration, I think you take a few things into consideration. Like number one, what's the reputation of the person you're collaborating with? So I try to collaborate with people who are kind of like-minded, as far as having like a family-friendly image, you know, like we want to do things that are in my vein of what I've done before. Also, you know, like if it's a big name NBA player, that's always a plus, right? Because like I feel like my whole career, I've always like been in my own lane with street ball, and then NBA's in its own lane. It's like we're in two separate worlds, right? There's very little crossover. So when we do cross over and do a collab, I think I did like 10 or 15 NBA collabs, but every time it's a big splash, you know what I mean? So that's always an honor to collab with like an NBA All-Star or somebody like that. Especially these young dudes, like they might have watched me growing up or something like that. So it's cool to meet on video like that. Also, I try to hit people who are appealing to the young kids. You know what I mean? I think that's been a big part of trying to, really, I don't even want to say trying, I'm more intentional with it now, but I used to just try to collaborate with people who are doing great things that hit different demographics than mine. And I happen to collaborate with a lot of people who the kids were into, you know, and so then they can find out about my brand too. And that's really cool. So I think with collaboration, it's like, there could be some people that wouldn't be good to collab with for certain reasons, whether it was like they were family unfriendly or don't have the same core message or value. So I take that into consideration and just how great of things they're doing as well.
Wow, thank you, Professor. Okay, Mr. Ben, is there any other thing you wanna say to the audience before we close the talk show session?
I think what Professor shared and from my observation is his way to approach basketball is always about the love, the passion, and most importantly, fun. I think like every young kid participate his event, go home with a smile on his or her face. I think that's very important, and we can feel that fun and become a powerful tool for him, for the brand, to communicate to all the fans across the globe. Enjoy sports, keep moving, and that's it.
Thank you, Mr. Ben. Thank you, Professor. Boleh kasih tepuk tangan buat Mr. Ben and the Professor for inspiring talk show.
Yeah. Hey. Okay. Hey. I got my brothers and my fam standing next to me. I go to war for what I love until the death of me. You quitting in the first is not a threat to me. Because what break me is what makes me, it's my destiny. I know we heard it all before, but let me give it to you straight. When you're back against the wall, you just step up to the plate. Who to call, who gon' fall, don't be asking who to blame. Go insane, ayy, since I lit the flame, I ain't scared to burn away. Burn away. Since I lit the flame, I ain't scared to burn away. Leave a trail behind, leave a rail behind. Snails getting turned into the cargo that we left behind. Getting to your prime, we the dimes, upper echelon. Run the field like Megatron, always keeping pressure on. I got picking sides, digging ditches, ditching five. Making music in your pics, bet you photosynthesize. Work it out and make your mind. Is you with it, are you sliding? Just because you win a lyric doesn't really mean you mine. I got things to do, but I don't got the time to do anything but when I gotta shine.
Jadi hari ini baru saja menyelesaikan Anta Official Lounge in Indonesia. Jadi Anta ini sekarang mau buka toko di Indonesia. Jadi marketnya Anta ini sangat amat bagus di Asia Pasifik. Dan tadi Mr. Bensai juga bilang kalau pasar Indonesia itu adalah pasar yang menjanjikan. Jadi tunggu aja kejutan-kejutan berikutnya dari Anta. Karena tadi Mr. Ben bilang this only the beginning. Jadi akan ada kejutan baru dari Anta.
Dapat tanda tangan.
Wih, The Professor Indonesia Tour.
Jadi langsung ke stage kita foto bareng sama The Professor. Oke. Nah ini saatnya nih gue ikut foto nih, baik.
acaranya bagus, ngumpulin marketnya juga kelihatan banget. Kan Anta juga punya mimpi yang sangat besar, yaitu menjadi brand yang sangat kuat di Asia Pasifik, dan dia memilih Indonesia karena market di Indonesia tuh sangat-sangat dinamis. Terlihat dari banyaknya anak muda yang bermain bola basket. Dan kenapa Anta menggandeng The Professor ini juga salah satu cara untuk Anta lebih bisa menggrab komunitas dan anak-anak itu. Jadi buat gue, Anta sudah melakukan hal yang begitu baik. Semoga kejutan-kejutan terbaru dari Anta bisa kita nikmatin ya.
Turn up the headphones a little bit. Hey. Hey. ISO. Let's get it. Whoa. Clear out the room, I'm coming through. They wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill. I'm on a paper route. Extra, read about it. I'm today's trying to top it. I put commas over bullshit. Yeah, I put that on mamas. They tryna block all my blessings. They thought I lost the stepping.